So I've, after mounting the basket here, I mounted it offset, and then I also put down some silicone tape and electrical tape to prevent metal on metal rusting when it scratches off the powder coat, and then B, to make it quieter. Bicycle cork tape would be super to do this as well. I did put it off center because if you have a dog, you can put some flooring so their paws won't fall through the slats, or ribs I like to call them. And so you've got a dry from above dog space. Firewood storage once you're in camp is another thing. And also this slide out here, if you have a narrow paddle board, you could potentially put it diagonally. I'm going to put mine paddle boards on the roof. I've got a 32 and a 36, and that is highly unlikely to make that. But if you've got a 28, I think it would go, depending on the thickness too. But anyway, another observation, I left this here for the potential kayak paddle storage, but honestly, I'm gonna probably, it can bridge a jump, this mounting, jump it on the other side of the rail and still be secure. It'll be coming out to, right here, right at the very limit, but that'll free up more middle space here. And that would be better for kayak paddle, canoe paddle, fishing rods, camp axe. Free up a lot more protected space there by the tent. And then also this area here would be super duper for one of those instant pop-up shelters, like the gazebos. So depending on the length, you got plenty of length here to do that. And this Curt roof rack with 2 extensions ended up being absolutely perfect. I had done measurements, but you never know, like, did they do their measurement of length from here or did they do it here? So I took a leap of faith, and based on my measurements, got another one that was absolutely perfect. This first true rib, because this isn't a true rib, you can see kind of the gap there, and it doesn't come up, whereas these come up. So this is the first structural rib. It anchored on here perfectly. I plan to put my 70 quart grizzly proof cooler up front. Plus you'll be able to access the cooler when traveling. There might be some road spray, so I'm gonna design a cover, probably just a silver emergency blanket, not the fragile kind, but like the 7-layer emergency blanket, where silver, folded over, have an elastic band on the top for any road spray. Here in the middle, again, amazingly, this rib matched up perfectly with the structural support. No worries here at all with weight on here. The first forward extension, these things, they interlock on 4 points. They interlock that far with steel tubing. And then, of course, if you're crazy concerned, God forbid anything ever did happen, it would just go down and touch the central rib there. But I mean, I would put a 70 quart, in fact, I'll do that just to show you guys. I trust it was a 70 quart grizzly proof cooler would mount easily on here. Not a good place to put it, but just for the naysayers or skeptics, I'm gonna do that. And then here in the back, this is so cool. Like I said, it ended up being absolutely perfect. This is the backmost rail, and like I said, all 3 out of 3 just aligned absolutely perfectly. I'm really crazy happy about this. Of course, Yakima, do your bicycle mountable rear hitch. This is not, it's got wiring and a big bolt coming through it, so that's a big thing, a big improvement. And then also for the tent mounting legs, I took those off to put this silicone strip across the top and duct taped it. I left it off because the folding trailer hitch, now I'll be able to store it underneath, but that's a big thing they need to work on. They can make something to where you can push the mounting in, fold it up, and it clicks back. You know, that would be fairly simple to design something to get that tent leg out of the way while you use the folding tongue. I'm just amazed that they didn't do that. Also, they need to make 1 1/4 inch a dual hitch from your trailer ball here, but then one coming up to where you can mount your bicycle rack. That would be a perfect place to mount a bicycle rack with 1 1/4. I know they're made for 2 inch, but a lot of small passenger cars and light SUVs come with default 1 1/4 mounting, so they should definitely make one of those. Overall, it rolls crazy smooth. I can pick it up and roll it around real easily. Other thing, kind of specific to the rooftop tent, I'm trying to hurry. I washed it off really good, and water really pools here. And even still, I've been, shooing it off, so you got an immense amount of water pools here. I know it's waterproof, but it would be really nice if they made like just a little bit of a dome to give it a teardrop. That would be aero and water shedding. So that's a suggestion. I'll probably make my own, but otherwise you get a lot of water pooling. So again, this Curt rack with 2 extensions, phenomenal. Folding thing, wonderful, but they need to work on the tent support so you can actually use that feature. 1 1/4 inch dual hitch extension, and then on the back the option of mounting a bicycle hitch rack on the back. All right, that's it. I gotta go. It's Christmas. We got visitors coming. Oh, we ho.